Well, hello and happy St. Patrick's Day to everyone listening. This is Stephen Butler with another video for you here on St. Patrick's Day 2020. Thought that it would be fitting to do a drawing of Fianna McCool for you today. Here, I'm here. I did this here at my home today. I would say that I was being quarantined from the coronavirus like everybody else, but I work at home, so I don't have that excuse. I work at home for doing everything that I do. And what you're seeing now is me doing a special St. Patrick's Day Kickstarter pledge type commission. Serving two functions. It's serving to celebrate St. Patrick's Day as with our character Fianna McCool, waving the Irish flag here, and and also it serves the function of being an example of a commission that you could get for one of the tiers. For tier 14, what's the title of that? Tier 14 Healer. It's the $350 tier. It is a full figure commission, 11 by 17, size 11 by 17. I think this is on like 11 by 15. I think I did it on watercolor paper. It was from a pad that I've gotten. You saw me doing the pencils earlier. Now I'm adding the inks, and for this time, for whatever reason, I don't know why I did it this way, but I'm doing all of the more fine details first. Instead, I usually go in with the brush pen to do the real thick and thin stuff, the outline basically. But here I'm doing more of the detail work. Why I made this decision to do this, I really don't know. I just did and felt right. And right now I had to use reference to get that. I'd never drawn that flag of Ireland before, but I enjoyed doing it, and so it just seems like it fit the idea of her carrying the flag on St. Patrick's Day. Just seemed like a cool thing to do, and really had fun doing this. And even while I was doing it, it's like I've drawn Fianna McCool. Well, I created her, but I've drawn her numerous times. But for some reason, doing this piece right here, I don't know. It just seemed like she kind of gelled in my mind. I was like, okay, I know she's mine now. Fianna is mine. I know who she is and what her goals are. Not that I didn't know before, but now I feel like I don't know that like I know her more so than I did before. Before she was just a concept. Now she's an actual character, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'm going back in now. I'm inking with the Pentel pocket brush pen like I always do, to get the thick and thin stuff. Inking her hair is one of the most fun, time-consuming but fun parts of drawing Fianna McCool, because her hair is almost takes on a life of its own with the swirls. And that was kind of not really an afterthought. At first I thought I was going to give her just like straight hair, but I was like, I don't think that's going to work. Not with this character. I said, I know it's going to be a little bit more work, but I think that that her look will be more striking if I gave her curly, wavy hair. It more befits the type of character, the type of story that we're telling, and the type of character that she is. It's just part of her personality. Fiery redhead. But anyway, now I'm going back and doing all of the interior lines just to finish it on out, and that's pretty much it as far as the inking part of this piece goes. Oh, I know what I'm doing now. I'm doing the little oh, and now I'm making I know what I'm doing now. I had to make a little had to trace it and make the I forget what it's called, where you swap it back, turn it over, and you make the other side match the first side that you did. I can't. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't think of it. Anyway, I'm writing in the Erin Go Bra slogan, which basically means Ireland forever, and And anyway, this is pretty much it for the inks for the piece, and I'm about to go into coloring. And I don't know if I've ever done a coloring stage on any of the videos that I've done before, but if I haven't, well, you're about to see it. You're about to see it now. You can see what I start off with is the watercolors, and I've had this set of this same watercolor set, oh gosh, over 10-15 years now. I used it whenever I did caricatures at Disney World way back in 2007, and I use it at least to start off almost all of my commissions that I do these days. And I'm actually seeing it here just like you guys are seeing it while I'm making this while I'm commenting on it. I'm seeing it for the first time working this fast, and it's kind of neat to see the paint actually drying on the page as I'm working on it now. What I'm working with now is something called Dr. P.H. Martin's watercolor dye, Radiant watercolor dyes, and I use these on pretty much everything that I do. They give the colors really pop. They're really vibrant and bright, and I use them for pretty much everything that I do. They're my they're my colors of choice. They're a little bit on the expensive side, but they're definitely worth it. And just a little bit will go a long way. And you see these brushes that I guess they would be called brush pens. They have water in the barrel, and you just fill them up with water. You give them a little squeeze if you need to blend, the colors, and it lets a little bit of water out, and it dilutes it on the actual page. You can see me working that in now with the all of these are watercolor dyes that I'm putting in here, and you can see whenever they blend with each other, it gives you some really cool effects, and love working with this stuff. They're what the comics coloring guides used to be colored with before the advent of digital colors in comics. So all the comics that you used to see back in the 60s, 70s, 80s even, were colored with these. At least the color guides were colored like this. So this is just me adding some more, just playing around basically, and creating that background. Now you see I got out a little bit of the markers of my choice that I usually use, which are Crayola markers, and now I'm going back and putting in some more. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm back to the marker now. This thing is going too fast. I can't keep up with it. But coloring is something that I never really did a whole lot whenever I was drawing for Marvel, DC, or any company like that. It's only since I've started whenever I was doing the caricature thing, but I just kind of adapted to doing color commissions, and the coloring is its own beast. It's its own thing that I enjoy about as much as I enjoy drawing the thing. To me, the whole thing is part and parcel of the whole. Coming up to the end here, and anyway, just wanted to let you know, if you haven't pledged to our Kickstarter campaign yet, now is a perfect time. I think we have like 8 days left to go. We still haven't reached our goal, but I know that we're going to make it. And especially if you share this video with friends of yours, pledge if you can. We would love to. The more the merrier. We got really cool, and actually what you see me doing here is going to be used somehow as one of the rewards for one of the pledge levels. So this is the type of thing that you could get if you pledge to our Kickstarter. Now, it doesn't have to be Fianna McCool. It can be whoever. It could be Wolverine or Spider-Man or Sonic the Hedgehog or Shadow or whoever it is that you're into. Now I'm doing the whiteout. Now I'm signing it. And anyway, again, Happy St. Patrick's Day. Aaron Go Bra. See you later, guys. Take care.